Hello, I'm Lucy Russell. I lead the Fitzwilliam String Quartet, and this is my colleague, Alan George, violist of 43 years.
Yes, that's right. And this piece we're recording goes back almost to when we started playing, because I first played the Bruckner Quintet when I was a student at Cambridge in my last year. And I suppose this project has been a long time coming to fruition. And we're now with about a third of a page of the Adagio to go, and we're done, which seems hard to believe given its lengthy gestation. It's not exactly standard repertoire, and not all that many groups play it, and even fewer have recorded it, so we feel very fortunate that Lynn Records gave us this opportunity. And having given us the opportunity, we examined how we were going to do it, and having made what appears to have been quite a successful recording of the Brahms Clarinet Quintet using instruments and strings and reeds, etc. of that period, it was felt that we should do the same with this piece, since they're fairly contemporary.
The strings that we're using, we got in touch with somebody from the States who makes strings for this particular period of music, which involves quite a different sort of process of treatment and extra winding. I'm no expert about how these things are put together, but they are more robust and they're quite a lot thicker, so the manner in which you play them is quite different, and they respond differently to the gut strings I'm used to, although we're all used to for playing earlier repertoire, Baroque period repertoire, for example. And they're actually remarkably loud.
It's not just a question of using the strings for the sake of them. We really did want to explore the colours that Lucy alluded to, especially given, of course, that Bruckner is most well known as a symphonic composer, and indeed this piece is truly symphonic, although what it doesn't aim to do is create a sonority that goes beyond the bounds of true chamber music. So the strings, in a sense, give us an idea of the sort of scale that Bruckner was thinking at the time, and the piece is beautifully written for the 5 instruments. The sonorities and the spacing, it's perfect, really, and everyone gets a very full and important part to play. But above and beyond all that, actually, certainly as far as Lucy and I are concerned, it's a passion we have for the composer. But we also love the intimacy that he allows us in this piece, and what we've actually played for you are on this clip is not actually part of the quintet at all. It's a scherzo he wrote as an alternative because Joseph Helmsberger, who commissioned the piece in the first place, didn't actually like the scherzo that Bruckner had written. He said it was too difficult, and so Bruckner obligingly composed another one. And Helmsberger didn't like that either. So in the end, when he eventually played it, it was as Bruckner originally composed, so he published this separately as an intermezzo. But it has the most wonderful gemütlich Upper Austrian feel to it, and it's in many ways it foreshadows Mahler and its use of later use of the true Austrian Ländler style. It's a piece we love, and just working at it today, putting it down, it's been a labour of love and quite a feat of passion, really, in the end.